Welcome back, everybody. I've got a fun video for today. We are all about the Crockpot and we're doing it all day long. We're going to be starting with a potato sausage casserole for breakfast, and then moving on to lunch, we're going to have cool ranch chicken tacos. Up next will be an appetizer. We are making a spinach artichoke dip. Delicious, so cheesy. For dinner, we're having a sweet Hawaiian chicken over rice. Finally, for dessert, we're doing a Crockpot apple cinnamon roll bake. This is Crockpot breakfast. It is sausage and potato casserole. So I will link this in the description box. These are the ingredients here: kielbasa, sour cream, cream of mushroom soup, big bag of shredded hash browns, salt and pepper, an onion, and cheese. I'm just going to start out by spraying the crock pot with the canola oil and dumping in the shredded hash browns. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut my kielbasa into small chunks, like bite-sized chunks, and just throw those in there too. I've got the onion. You can cut this up as big or as small as you want. I think they're nicer when they're little because then they just kind of disappear into there. This recipe calls for shredded cheese. I like to shred my own cheese off the block. I think that it tastes a little better and it melts a little nicer. But you are welcome to get the pre-shredded cheese. You can shred up your own. You can shred it thick or thin. It really doesn't matter. Once you get the shredded cheese, you can throw it in there with everything else. Next, we're going to take our cream of mushroom soup and mix it with the sour cream and salt and pepper and make like a sauce out of it and pour that over the top of the crock pot mixture. Once you have everything in your crock pot, just mix it around the best you can. It was a little bit difficult with the hash browns being frozen. They did want to try to stick together. Once that was done, I sprinkled some more cheese on top and turned it on low for, I think it was about 6 hours. This hasn't been in even close to the amount of time it's supposed to be in, and it's starting to burn, so I turned it on warm. It's supposed to be in for like 8 hours, and it's only been maybe 4. So hopefully it'll cook middle. It looks like the middle isn't quite done. So I don't know what the deal is with my crock pot. It always cooks things like really hot. Even when I make my breakfast casserole that I make all the time, I put it on warm and just cook it on warm. So I should have done that with this too. I was just trying to follow the recipe. So just do what's best for you and your crock pot as far as times and temperatures, because everyone's different. But here's the finished product. Here is the husband review for this video. He is giving this a try and letting me know what he thinks. Is that a yes or no?
It's good.
Would you eat it again?
Yeah, it's a little salty. Good though.
All right. This is my slow cooker lunch. It's a slow cooker cool ranch chicken. There's only 4 ingredients and it's just a dump and go. You throw it all in there and turn it on 6 hours on low. I just started off by using the non-stick spray in my crock pot. I've got about 3 chicken breasts here, a packet of ranch seasoning, a packet of taco seasoning, and then chicken broth. This was a super simple recipe. You literally just dump it all in the crock pot and turn it on, let it go. I was kind of surprised by this recipe because I'm not a fan of ranch, but this was just delicious. I really recommend it. There everything is in the crock pot ready to go. I just put the lid on, turned it on low. This is when it's done. I already shredded most of it up, and I'm going to shred up the rest of it with this little meat masher thing. This was it for this meal. It was so easy. It was so good. I put it on tortillas, just did chicken tacos, ton of lettuce, sour cream cheese. I would definitely recommend this and make it again. All right, this is our appetizer. It's a Crockpot Spinach Artichoke Dip. It's only 5 steps. This is a dump and go meal like the other ones. Everything just goes in the crock pot and then you let it run. But there was a little more prep involved with this as far as just cutting up things and making sure that they're a decent size for dipping. So we just started off with spraying the crock pot, chopping up the garlic, cutting the artichokes a little bit smaller, and then dumping in that bag of spinach. Whatever kind of cheese you're using just gets shredded up and thrown into there. A little bit of salt, and then mix everything around the best you can. After it's mixed, you're just going to throw the cream cheese on the top of it. It'll get kind of bubbly and melty. Super good. And then it just goes on low for, I think it was like 4 hours or so. This turned out so good. It's so cheesy and melty, and look at that cheese stretch. It's just delicious. I love artichoke dip, and to throw this all in the crock pot and walk away from it was just wonderful. I'm taste testing it with these pita chips. I think I picked those up at Aldi. It's just delicious. This is our dinner recipe. It's sweet Hawaiian crockpot chicken. So super simple. 2 pounds of chicken tenderloin chunks. Mine is about 1.5 pounds. A cup of pineapple juice, half a cup of brown sugar, a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, and then everything in the crock pot for 6 to 8 hours. Of course, I'm gonna start out spraying my crock pot with nonstick spray. It's always a good way to start. Then I'm going to take my chicken and throw it in there. And basically, this is another dump and go. Everything just goes in the crock pot. If I were to make this again, I think I would cut the chicken into chunks just to make it easier instead of trying to shred it. But this worked perfectly fine. You can do it however you want. The crock pot goes on low. I think it was 6 to 8 hours again. There it is. It's done. I shredded it up, put it over some rice that I had made. This was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite. It was kind of sweet, which isn't my favorite thing for like a main dish, but it was good, and I would definitely make it again. I would just cut it up differently and maybe put a vegetable with it. That would be a lot better, maybe broccoli or something. And there is the completed dish over rice. We are on to dessert. It is slow cooker apple cinnamon rolls. There's not many ingredients and it looks fairly easy. To start off, I'm spraying the slow cooker, but this recipe also recommended that you use parchment paper or foil in the bottom of the crock pot to make sure that the bottom doesn't burn. So I also put parchment paper in the bottom. This recipe wasn't hard. It did take some prep work though, kind of like the artichoke and spinach dip. There was a few things to do ahead of time, but it was still like a dump and go, you know, throw everything in and walk away. So first we took half the cinnamon rolls and cut them into quarters and threw them on the bottom. Then you take your apples and peel them, chop those up into just small cubes. So you're basically layering it. You do the cinnamon rolls, the apples, and then the other half of the cinnamon rolls. The icing from the cinnamon rolls that came with it, you're just setting that aside because you'll use that when you're serving it to put over the top. So once that stuff's in the crock pot, you make this like sauce mixture, I guess you could call it, to put on there. It's just the heavy cream, vanilla, eggs, and cinnamon. Are whisking that together and pouring it over the top of your layered cinnamon rolls and apples that are in the crock pot. After you pour on this cream mixture, you take a can of sweetened condensed milk and that goes over the top of that. This stuff is thick. I didn't realize how thick this was. I don't know that I've ever used this before, but I know I've had it on my shelf before, so I was kind of surprised at how thick it was. This has been cooking for a little while. I'm trying to get a peek at it without taking the lid off. It looks really good. It puffed up a lot. It was puffed up quite a bit. I don't know if I'm... Ooh. Oops. I don't know if I should take it out and like chop it up or just dig into it or what. I said to serve it with the icing that came with it. There it is, done. Oh my goodness. The smell in the house was just delicious. It just smelled like cinnamon and apples, like fall. It was so good, so easy. I really recommend it. I thought it would be way sweeter, but it's not. It's pretty good. It is sweet, but it's not like overpowering. And the apples give it a nice, I don't know, taste, apple taste. Yeah, that's pretty good. My kids will love it. My husband will love it. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope this video gave you some inspiration. Let me know which crockpot meal was your favorite, which ones you want to try, and I will see you again next time. If you're interested in seeing any more, go ahead and click any of the links that pop up, and I'll catch you next time.